is a test of the emergency broadcast system.
This is only a test.
DJs in MC. This DJ, he gets down.
Listen to this jockey's introduction to
DJs in a Mic with your host, DJ Mike.
Is that a timetable?
And DJ JP.
Well, get on it. It's your time.
Give me the mic.
All right. We are back with two DJs and a mic. It's me, DJ Mike, and we got JP. He'll be coming in a moment. We have a special guest today. We have Keith at Superior CRMs, and we'll get to what that is in a moment. How you doing today, Keith?
Pretty well, man. How are you?
Pretty good. Thanks for coming on with us today, all the way in Canada. How's the weather up there?
Probably close to what you guys are seeing down there. I don't know. It's cold. We just had a couple good snowstorms, so yeah.
Oh, no.
It's fun.
We're not dealing with that. It was 82 today, buddy.
Oh, damn. All right. Never mind then. All right.
No.
Come on up here to Toronto and enjoy our lovely weather. Bundle up base.
Yes. Very bundled up base. So, yeah. So, before we get started, man, tell us a little bit about yourself. You know, let us know who Keith is.
Yeah, sure. So I guess talking about my experience, I come from a background of starting in the industry as a caterer of all things. So I came in serving people food at a regular banquet that had about 7 different DJs on at different times throughout in the different banquet rooms that were there. So I had a great opportunity to meet and talk with wide variety of DJs each night. And then on top of that, I got to see it from the catering side. And I did that for about 5 years. I stopped. At that point, I actually decided to become a DJ. DJ'd for about a year or two, and then I went back to catering. My mother that also did catering kind of talked me into coming back when I wasn't DJing for some extra money. So I came back and DJ'd off and on and kind of thing like that. It was kind of fun. I did that for another 2 years, and then I went full with the DJing thing. Another thing I did when I was in school was graphic design, a little bit of graphic design, but mostly I got into coding and stuff like that. So just learning programs and having a good time figuring out CSS, HTML, which later on would help me in this new business that I'm going to talk about today.
All righty.
Okay, so what was it about DJing that lured you to it? What was it?
I'll tell you, beat freaking serving plate people food. So definitely beat doing that. I'll tell you that much. And the money, man. No, I'm joking. No, it wasn't just that. I love the flashy lights, like the DJs getting up there, and here I'm serving people's food and miserable and everything else. Kept on looking at there. Always kept on getting yelled at by my captains and my banquet managers and like, Keith, get back to work. Stop spending time with the DJs. The DJs love me because I would always be the first to serve them food. I'd get them all, you guys got to rock the party as soon as everybody's done eating. So let's get you fed first. But every other time, they always forget about us and stuff like that. So
we need more Keiths. We need more Keiths.
Yeah, exactly. They loved me when I was there. It's like, yeah, I understand because especially when I came back, I was understanding because I was the DJ and I was experiencing it all as the DJ then. And I'm just like, wow, they really don't think of us. They don't bring us a table. They don't bring us a chair. They don't bring us anything really. So yeah, it was interesting. Then I actually made friends that I later on, back then I made some friends that later on I ended up going and starting up my own networking group for my area, and then getting offered by the Canadian Professional Disc Jockey Association to lead their group in that area. So kind of convert my group to under their name. And I actually brought in a bunch of the guys that I used to shadow and kind of look at when I was just getting into it. I was like, hey, I remember you from back then. They're like, what? Like, yeah, you got to come out to my networking groups and stuff like that. So I got a bunch of those guys together, and it's a good group.
Yeah,
cool.
That's a very interesting story, I would say the least. I haven't heard it put in such a fashion, but I love it. I love the fact that you made sure that the DJ got a meal, and not just a meal, you fed him first. So I can imagine how those bride and grooms were looking if you fed them before them.
I would try to at least, give them a bun or two before, everything else. But yeah, I had to at least wait until the bride and groom got fed first. But they were next, like,
That's cool.
Nothing like fish and bread.
So it was good times.
All right. So, Jeff, you are making some noise over there. You got all kinds of stuff going on over there.
Hey, man, when you're away from the studio, stuff happens.
Oh, yeah. So we're going to jump right in, Keith. So what about DJing gave you the vision to create Superior CRM?
Well, it actually came about when everything was getting shut down. Now, a little backstory. I did start up with DJ Event Planner, which would be the CRM that I use today. And I did that before. I gave it a go, but it really didn't look pretty. And I'll show you what that kind of looks like now. And all two of them, they do a great job at setting up this system with all the bells and whistles that you could possibly imagine. Like, it is super powerful, more powerful than anybody really gives it credit for. And to be honest, the reason why they don't give it a lot of credit is because it takes hours and hours and hours and hours to figure it out exactly the way it is. And unless you have like a brain like mine, I guess, to go in there deep and dive and just figure it all out. So I got it, kind of played around with it. I lost interest. I went to DJ Intelligence. I played around with that CRM. I wouldn't even call it really a CRM. No offense. Maybe you guys can step up your game a little bit. I see that you guys are trying, but hopefully eventually there's more competition. There's always better to have competition in the market. So yeah, exactly. So, so I tried that out. I had that set up in maybe a half a day. It was ridiculously easy to set up. and that was just forms, and it wasn't nothing to it. So I was like, okay, I'm bored now. So then 2020 was coming around. I was like, you know what? I'm going to make this my thing. I'm gonna put my effort into DJ Event Planner, get it sorted out, figure it out, and I'm going to have the best year 2020. Yeah, that was the plan. A couple of months
That was the
later,
plan. Okay.
yeah, a
Yeah.
couple months later, and everything went to heck. But it gave me opportunity and time to develop a CRM, customize that CRM, DJ Event Planner, to my needs. I built up a company, brought on a partner at the time, and left that company to start up this one back in September. So I've been kind of running customization of DJ Event Planner for almost 3 years now. So
And
yeah, it's been good.
for those that don't know what DJ Event Planner is, could you give us a small summation of what that is?
Yeah, so DJ Event Planner is a full CRM for DJs, made by DJs. So Troy, the creator of DJ Event Planner, made this service software for us to log in, our clients to log in, and we can build up event planning forms, emails, a client portal, give them all access to everything, make online payments, the whole 9 yards. And then it also sends out text messages, emails, automation. It has all the bells and whistles you could imagine as a DJ. This is the tool for you. If you're a mobile DJ, I have photo booth operators, I have banquet managers, venues, and that sort of thing using this system now too. There's plenty of people that are using this system. It's just all around a great system to help you out. And it's not just if you're a multi-op, it also helps those single ops as well. A lot of people are like, well, I'm just a single op. Yeah, but this thing makes you look like $1 million, makes you look like those big guy companies, lets you charge a little bit more, sometimes a lot more. And yeah, look in the way you do, and professional and stuff like that. It definitely helps you raise the bar, and that's what the system allows me to do, and my clients as well.
Oh yeah, well that's wonderful. That's wonderful, and thank you for that. I'm gonna let Jeff, get this one in for us. We can't hear you, Jeff.
I'm muted over here. What are some of the benefits of your product, Keith? What are some of the great things that with what you're doing to upgrade DJ Event Planner that we can look forward to?
Well, as I mentioned earlier, branding. Now I'm obsessed with branding, to be honest with you. I think that looking the part is just as important as playing the part in a lot of things, especially from a standpoint for new clients. Those that seen you at events, they're going to be sold. But it's not always the people that you've seen at the shows and stuff like that. It's everybody else, right? So you can't be going in there with t-shirt and cut up jeans and everything else and expect to, make the big bucks like everybody else. So this system allows you to have that professionalism intertwined with saving you a lot of time and effort. With the automation that's in the system there, you get to step back a little bit from your business and breathe. I think that's the most important part for businesses. Like, hey, Jeff, you're actually one of my clients there. So yeah, I'd push the thing to the question on to you. What benefits have you seen and your clients have seen from using?
Well, most of them tell me they love it. A lot of them say, "Hey, I forgot about you." I'll tell you the main benefit I'm seeing from it is the automated emails, like clients who have ghosted us or forgot about. Hey, I'm sorry, I forgot about you. I was busy. That email that triggers them. Hey, we ready to book now. So instead of me having to remember to email all these different brides, 20 leads or whatever, it automatically emails them. And next thing I know, hey, they coming back to me. Hey, we ready to book. All I had to do was just hit that button that you have set up, and it just keeps following them until they tell us no. So that would be the biggest thing to help me. But the overall look, the change, the professional from that drab DJ event planner look to the eloquent background pictures of our bride celebrating on our credit card, from our emails to, we got logos, we got picture headshots in all of our signatures. It just took it to another level, and I really love what you did with it. That's why I told you that when I came back to Crosstalk, I told them this was the last year was the product of the year when I came back from Marquee Show. And I always see something that I feel is a game changer, and it was definitely a game changer for me, and it has tremendously helped our business in the last year.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you for the kind words. But yeah,
I'm just telling the truth, man.
Yeah, I'm hearing this from not just you, but all my clients are saying the same. And I got to give credit when credit is due. Alan Berg is one of the guys that I listen to often, read his books. I actually paid for his coaching and mentorship. Just since starting my new business, I wanted to go a different direction with being more focused on sales and marketing and helping that conversion from the ghosted leads to the active leads, and getting people to respond to you. And who better to ask than the guru of sales and marketing, Alan? So I got him to coach me, and exactly what you said, reach them, keep on reaching them until they say no, keep on reaching them. Now that's a time staking process, but you don't have to do it alone. Hit the booking helper. There's one button there. Then there's, of course, the second button, which is confirm your first button. But
yeah,
2 buttons, confirm,
and it will follow them for what? How long do you have it out to follow them?
Yeah, just over 3 years.
Yeah. So if they out, I had a bride that was looking a couple years ago for 2025. So I could have set her up in the system, and it would have followed her until she told us no for 2025. And I just had a 2026 bride. So believe me, if she doesn't book, she'll be getting emails for the next 3 years from us until she tells us no. And all I had to do was push one button.
Because to be honest, right, they might be looking. Right. They're looking at like feeling things out. They're not at that purchasing point yet. So that's where we're at with them. Some of them are like, you know what, I'm ready to put money down or something like that to at least, say that. But some people are like, you know what, I'm feeling it out. I just got engaged. What is this all looking? They're numbers people, right? They're going to be thinking ahead. They're going to be trying to plan it out. So they reached out to you. Great. What are you going to do now? Are you going to reach out to them for 3 years? Probably not. But let a system do it for you and get that ball rolling, because that way now you can focus on other things. You can focus on training new DJs, new staff, new whatever you need to do. Spend time with your kids, grandkids, whatever the case may be. Take your car out for a joyride, have a good time, enjoy life while your system's doing your system. And the great thing is, nowadays you can pull out your phone. Now, a lot of people say, I'm sure I got my phone somewhere around here. It'll beep at me in a minute. But you can pull out your phone, and although it isn't an app, you can pull it out, log into the thing, hit a button, all on your phone, and it does everything for you with one click of a button. I've been in grocery stores. I'm just sitting down to a movie. I get a quick message. I'm like, oh, boom, done. Sent the message. I'm done. Now I just wait for them to respond. If they don't respond, I have automation emails going through the system.
So let me ask you this. For those that are out there that are business owners, how important is it to have a process that automates everything that you need to do? Because one thing that I would say, we all are in a situation to where we're trying to make more time out of the time that we have. So having that automated process, what type of responses do you get from those that are your clients in regards to that?
Yeah, so I find that with my clients coming back to me, so say Jeff and others that have come back to me, a lot of the responses coming back is saying, I'm now on the preferred vendor, that I've been working on this vendor for years, trying to get on their preferred vendor, but because of the automation, because of the connections that it's making there, I'm now on the preferred vendor. So yeah, that's another part of the system that takes care of that, is sending out stuff to the preferred vendors, or just vendors in general. But then we take it that step farther. My DJ company is Next Level Entertainment. I live up to that as much as I possibly can by providing my clients that next level of service. So what I have is the forms that'll actually, when they fill out the form in a certain way and they answer their client or their parents' names, it'll actually take the parents' names and the email address, and it'll email out to those parents. And it'll say, hey, I'm so and so from company XYZ. Just wanted to reach out to you, make sure that you guys are having a good time. If there's anything that I can do to help make your night better for that, or if you have any special surprises, please let me know now so I can be prepared for it on the event date. Nothing worse than people coming up to you with a CD and saying, hey, can you play this? And you're like, who? Like, I got this new laptop here. There ain't no CD player in that thing. Like, like, like they'll bring a freaking CD-ROM freaking thing with me. Like, I ain't doing that.
I used to be pretty good with frisbees. So
yeah, just go back at them, cut their face open. Like.
Yeah,
I got first aid training. I'm good there. I'll patch them up afterwards, but I'll feel good in the meantime.
I think Keith has thought of almost everything as far as reminders, and I mean, even has something to tell the toasters, send them a thing on how to toast or how to hold a microphone. I mean, I think this system he's thought of any and everything you could think of. I mean, we're just getting into it. Our brides now are the ones who are really going to be coming up this year that have used the system. So I can't wait to see how much it helps us actually with events also.
Do you have plans on doing a survey on all your brides?
Everyone that I've talked to so far that have used just in it has said how much they like it and how easy and how it navigates and how it takes them. I just had one complaint. One bride, I can't get it to work. You can't get. Well, you need to fill out the first form first. So if you fill the first, you can't. So she had to go in there and fill out that first form. But after that, I can, you can see where they log in every time. So it's really, really helpful with all of that stuff.
And it'll be really good to see what the onboarding process is, as far as from getting those polls and just seeing how they really see it, because we can they give us little bits and pieces, but when you're asking them questions to kind of pull out the answers that you're looking for in regards to how the onboarding or I can't even say the word right that I'm trying to say, but how that process is. So my next question for you is this: what have been some of your biggest challenges that you've been faced with this system?
Getting started with it, to be honest with you, took me some time. So to give you an example of how much time is invested into this, well, it's on candid because I'm constantly working on it. In fact, I take a day out of the week every week, and I focus on inventing new stuff with the system. And sometimes if I manage to get a couple hours in the morning or something like that, I'll get some hours in and I'll work away at it. There have been times where I'm doing 48 hours, 42 hours days and stuff, just trying to get new systems out there. By new systems, like different things within the system, trying to build on that. But for instance, the planning forms, they took me to get all of the ones that I currently have done. About the main wedding one was about 3 or 4 months to complete. Once I completed it, then I got reached out to, Mitch Taylor, Rob Ferre, Bill Herman, DJ Jer, all these guys that I looked up to, and I was like, hey guys, man, if I could show you this system and if you liked it, could you tell me what you think of this? And I got them to give me their feedback on things, and I made some changes. So then it took me another 2 months to release things for everybody else. But I got to work with some pretty amazing people over the last couple of years there, building systems for these guys that I've always looked up to and never thought that in the wildest dreams that I'd be helping them out as much as they've been helping all of us out. So that was kind of a nice feeling for me. But yeah, that was 3 4 months. That one, the planning forms, I've heard the client portals. I rewrote that code about 4 times now. So that's about 3 or 4 months of, and each one is like about a month of rewriting the codes to make it easier for my staff to read it. Stuff like that. For me, it's like reading English. In fact, I'm usually better at reading code than I am English. And then the email system was about a year, and then add on about 3 months of working with taking the advice of Alan Berg and rewriting the 250 emails that are in the system. And
So basically, you put your heart, soul, sweat, and tears into this baby.
yeah, and you also have all my years of going to be a caterer at the weddings and seeing how that all intertwines, how the DJs interact with that, the time zones or like the times of things happening, talking with people from around the world. Literally, we have people in Australia, UK, Canada, US. US is our biggest population of clientele for sure. But having all these people come up with their ideas of, okay, this is what this event flow looks like, and then coming up with something that works well for them. And then also the automation system to work for the majority of people. And then I tweak it to their business and their needs. So that I guess is sometimes hard too, is trying to tweak it to each individual person. And then when they call you up next week, when they're like, hey, I'm just confused about something, trying to remember what you did for that one person. So that makes it fun. Yeah.
Okay. All right, Jeffrey. You're muted, brother.
So I'm trying to keep the noise down because I'm over here in this hotel because we had a last minute booking. So hey, got to pay the bills, got to pay Keith.
Yep.
So I had to go take this gig. Do you think about making this product for other vendors in the industry? I guess you said you had some other people already on it, but have you thought about trying to create something else for like caterers?
Yeah. Yeah. So for catering, any other industry, I'm actually looking into the other CRMs that are out there. There's Simple, there's Honeybook, there's Chuck Cherry, Dubsado. So I've looked into a few of these ones, and I even had some of my clients reach out to me and say, "Hey, can you work within this system?" And I make it work with what I can do in it. But as far as what I've seen so far out of the 3 or 4 that I've worked in, DJ Event Planner is by far the one that I can kind of have the most fun with and customizing it to your business. For DJs, this is the guide. Like this is the one to go. I'm just working with a vendor right now where she has a DJ business, a transportation business, so limousines and that, and then her and her husband also have a venue. So and they're trying to build it all under one roof. I'm not going to say who it was, but they're trying to build it all under one or DJ Event Planner account. And I'm like, okay, you got to separate these out. So I'm helping her make it so that all of these businesses will have their own account, but also use DJ Event Planner because by far it's most branded, trustworthy system out there that I can find.
And I will attest to that because I went to DJ Intelligence and simply asked them to add a way for us to collect money. Okay, we're going to do it. 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 So the next year when I was at the conference, I ran into, I can't think of the tall gentleman from DJ Event Planner, but he said, hey, I have it. I haven't looked back. So I've been with DJ Event Planner probably about almost 10 years, maybe more, because they wouldn't even just add a simple PayPal thing to get paid. So It's
Yeah,
yeah.
talking about Troy, the owner there.
Yeah, Troy. Yep. All right, Miguel, go ahead.
So, what is it that you love the most about what you do, other than
I
reading
think
code outside of English?
that is fun. Honestly, I do love reading the codes and stuff like that, and figuring out how to manipulate the codes to do different things and stuff. But essentially, what I love doing is working with other like-minded individuals. It so happened that we all have a shared interest in common there. So a lot of my calls, I'll say for an hour call, we're talking for a good 30 minutes beforehand, just shooting the stuff, just having a good time and
Yeah.
talking about getting to know them and understand them. But also, what did you guys do last week? You know, like tell me about some of your events and stuff like that. I like getting to know you guys, and that honestly is the best fun for me, especially when my clients call me up, not just for hey, can we get the system to do this, but hey, Keith, let's. I got some guys that are playing Call of Duty on my Call of Duty friends. So me and my girlfriend and about 3 or 4 other clients of mine jump on Call of Duty and we play Call of Duty. I'm all down for it. It's fun. So
Yeah. So we can't hear you, Jeff. You
I'm
muted.
talking to myself. I said, I love it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ignore
So, yeah. So y'all gonna shoot each other and then work with each other.
just a fly on the wall tonight, but it's all good.
it's the best way to get out of aggression.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yes.
Yeah.
So go ahead there, Jeffrey. And for those of you guys that are out there watching, Keith is going to do a demo for us. We're going to get through our questions and then we're going to do a live demo. So
I'll
that's
still
going
take questions after that if you guys have any. So, don't worry.
So,
Yeah.
Miss, where do you see this in the next 2 years, sir? Where do you want the company to be in the next 2 years?
I see myself advancing into other CRMs as well, with DJ Event Planner being my primary focus. But I do want to work within other CRMs as well to help others. So maybe the other industries. I said venue. I don't know if DJ Event Planner is the best for venues. I can make it work with venues and stuff like that. It's actually pretty easy to manipulate the codes or the client portal to look how they want it, to remove the forms, to remove this, to remove that. Like you can take things out of it to make it work for other businesses, which is really cool. But I'm not sure if it's the best for all of the different type of event industry leaders or businesses. So I want to be able to learn the different ones that are out there, and then also be able to offer that for other people as well, if need be. Especially if things slow down at DJ. If the DJs slow down for a couple whatever, then I can navigate. That I think is a good point for everybody. Is to be. COVID was one of the things that kind of brought it to our light that you got to be able to pivot when things hit you. So
I have a question for you. Go ahead, Jeff. We can't hear you.
I say, yeah, pivot. You got to be able to pivot and find other stuff, other avenues. Got to have 6 streams of income. Remember that 6 streams, six. Go ahead, Miguel.
Now I know that you use you have DJ Event Planner, and you're like you take the mannequin and the mannequin being DJ Event Planner and you make it beautiful. Have you thought about making your own mannequin and making it beautiful? So there is no DJ Event Planner. It's your system total.
take way too much knowledge and skill, and I honestly way beyond what I would do. And good riddance on Troy for putting together an amazing system. My hat's off to him for being able to come up with the stuff that he's come up with for this. I see other people trying to manipulate or to come up with what he's put together here. Some have gotten pretty close, but yeah, that would take me years and years and years, and I'm not quite there. And to be honest, I'm quite happy working in other people's systems and helping people. That's essentially what I want to do. I don't think any one system's gonna do what everybody wants. I could make another system. I could go, okay, I love all this about DJ Event Planner, and I'd build something up, and I guarantee you there'd be people going, yeah, but it doesn't do this.
Yeah.
And oh, it doesn't.
Yeah, I can hear it
You
now.
can't do it.
So it's going to always be that. You're going to always
Yeah.
have that situation,
Yeah.
you know. And it's like, you know, and what I hear you're saying is, hey, this is my lane, and I'm okay with staying in it for right now.
Yep.
If I get ready to do something different, I'll do it.
Yep.
Yeah, I
So-
respect that. So we have one more question before we go into the demo. Go ahead, Jeff. You know we can't hear you.
I'm unmuting. I'm doing it. What's the best advice you would give someone trying to start their own business?
Seek out mentors. Seek out mentors that have the right message too. That's important because a lot of people will be talking out of their butts, to be honest, and generally don't have much to give in that sense. But going to these conferences, learning, I actually met Jeff at the conference there, which brought me to this fine platform here to watch it when I can. Unfortunately, I got my DJ MC Toastmasters group at the same time, so I can't appear here as often as I'd love to. But that would be one of the things. Rent equipment. Okay, do not go out and buy everything, because you're going to get the wrong stuff. Find the equipment that's right for you, because there is plenty of equipment out there. Everybody has their thoughts on what's the best speaker, what's the best microphone, what's the best. Find the best for you and your clientele, whatever it be, whether you're a mobile DJ, a band, whatever it is that you want to focus on, but get an understanding of what you want to do. Whether that building up a business plan so that you get a clear understanding of where you are, where you want to be, and then focus on that. If you can job shadow people, by all means, that's a great way to do it. I got to job shadow a lot when I was catering, and secretly nobody felt threatened by the 15-year-old kid lurking around their equipment. Like, they're giving me all the advice they could possibly do. I was going into one room, listening to this sound speaker, then I'd go over to this one, listen to this guy's, look at this guy's lighting. For freaking 7 years, I got a chance to see all the best of whatever and put together a pretty good rig myself now after years. But I would say the best advice: do your research. When you're going, put the money into your business, put money aside, invest in yourself, invest in your business, get branding. Number one, branding will help you. You don't want to be coming off like so many people go and get crappy branding, and then a year later, 2 years later, they have to reinvent themselves. Try to do it right from the beginning. Hire somebody that is a brand specialist that's going to help you take you where you need to be and get you there faster without having to recircle your brand and change your brand up 3, 4, 5, 6 different times. That's my opinion, but that's where I'd start with. DJ News TV is a great one. Go watch that. Stay here, listen to these guys. They're great. Gotta plug my guys here. But yeah, there's so much information out there. Just make sure that you're following with the right people and stuff like that. And follow with the people that, if you see them doing something and they're going the way that you want to go, follow those people. And don't listen to the background noise. There's going to be so much of that. So hopefully that helps.
Yeah, that's very helpful, and I really appreciate that, because a lot of times when it comes to people wanting to start their own business, they have the F word that just kind of hovers over them like a dark cloud, called fear. And you gave some of the best advice, especially for guys that are getting into the DJ industry. I've never thought about this. You said rent equipment. That makes a lot of sense. If you don't have anyone to kind of guide you and lead you in the right direction, that would be a good thing to do. Go rent the equipment instead of spending, say, $3,000 to $4,000 on something that you realize that, man, I can't even use this. Let alone I don't even know how to use it or what to do with it.
Or it's junk because you went out and you had a small budget. You went out and you bought the crappiest stuff, and you realized that the better stuff was just around the corner. Had you rented it until you can afford it. Rent to own is another way you can do things when you don't have a lot of money to yourself. But yeah, don't go buy it. I replaced my equipment like so many times over. If I would have just known to rent stuff, try it out first when I first started, that was one of the things. I was like, man, I had good branding from the beginning. I've just always been a brand geek. But yeah, I'd just say save your money. Don't. Businesses are expensive, man.
Yeah, you can partner with other people too for things you might need, or rent them.
Oh yeah,
or sell it out, contract it out to someone else. Nobody doesn't have to know it's not yours. As long as it's working right and doing what you need to do, and you get other people, make other people in the industry money too.
Yeah, and the good thing, Jeff, they really don't even care. They just want you to perform.
They just want you to have what they want you to have. I got you.
How you got it, where you got it from, long as you didn't get it out their house, they really don't care.
There's amazing DJs out there that only bring two speakers, a microphone, and the turntables. To be honest, you don't need all those fancy lights. They're nice, but when you're starting out, they're overrated, man. You don't need that. A good DJ can play the heck out of a club or a bar or a event without any lighting. Like, you don't need that stuff to keep people dancing. Trust me.
All right, let's jump in. How much time we got? Let's jump in and show us some stuff. We got about 17 minutes.
Yeah, you're gonna have to pull it back, share it again with.
No worries, buddy. I got that.
Yes, and we're gonna give you guys a live demo.
All right.
Damn.
So
in your face.
All right.
Hey, that looks familiar.
Yeah.
So this is one guy's here. But let me go ahead and show you what this will look like before I mess around with it. Just so
that's the key right there.
Yeah, we need a contrast. We need a before and after.
Yeah. All right. So this is like the before. This is when you first purchase the system, you get into it. This is what your clients are going to see with no branding and no coding expertise whatsoever. I would say probably about 90% of the people that are using DJ Event Planner right now have theirs looking like this. I don't recommend it, but at least it gives you a starting point.
It's 1980ish.
Yeah, it's there. So you got these colors here.
Back to the
I don't like brands that have a multiple colors. I like to stay within like a 3-color spectrum, usually 3 to 4. There are good ones that have a few others, but I don't think this really works for many brands right now. You have these Windows 95 look. That's what I call it. I love you guys. You know what? But as much as I, knock it, this system is so powerful. It gives me the tools to be able to do what I do, and it gives you all the tools to do it too. If you know how to do this, you can kick these out. They're pretty good. So yeah, you're looking at this here. This is your music selection here. And I just want to just quickly take you through this, just so you can get the idea of the before and then the after. But also, some of the people that are going to be watching today have never seen this system before. So this is the client's experience. And often what I say, it's the client's experience. As much as we want the system to work and make it easy for us for times of when things go out and make our lives easier, you want to impress those clients, man. And this system done correctly will impress your clients ridiculous amount. And a lot of our clients that have been using this system have been impressing their clients even with this. But when they get my system, it's a whole night and day situation here. So,
your system is on steroids.
Oh yeah, it's yeah.
Heavy
There
dose
you
of
get
carbs.
yeah, that's for sure. So I'm going to take you into the forms. So these are just a quick look at the forms. I just want you to look at the layout of it. It's not really to look at like what's it asking. I'll take you through the forms in just a moment. Then we have the contact page, so they're going to be able to go in here and contact you with your information. Now, this is my information, but yeah, they have, and this is my demo account. So you got this rotary phone in here, which is beautiful. Your clients probably aren't even know what a rotary
You know
phone
how
is
many
at this
people don't.
moment.
You know how many people don't even know what that is?
Well, that's what I'm saying. I reached out to a client one time and I was walking him through, and this was a client that's booking me. So he's the DJ, and I'm showing him the thing. And I said, Windows 95. And he's like, what's that? Is that like XP or 2000? I'm like, oh boy, did I age myself. So, I mean, if that's our us, then imagine what our clients are thinking, right? So,
Well, those are old dudes.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I age myself once in a while here too. And then you have the contact info or the event details for all the event stuff that they need to know or want to know is in there, pricing and stuff like that. And the cool thing is they can go in here and make a payment. Easy as this. Certain ones of these we can actually build little cards that are credit card looking things, but it will brand it to your business and put your label on it and stuff. I think Jeff, I believe you have that in your system. I won't take them through that part on
I
yours,
sure
but
do.
yeah, it is pretty sweet though.
Yeah.
The things that we can do within here. My processor is actually Square, so certain processors will look different ways. There's Square, there's PayPal, there's Authorize.net, and Stripe. That are the main ones. They do offer Venmo, Zelle, and Cash App, but those are third parties. I recommend using one of the other four. That just works better in the system. But again, each business is different, and it'll help you build that up that way. So let's go ahead and show you what this system can look like. Me done wise. All right. So next level entertainment. This is actually my company here. I'm going to take you over to my website here, just so you can get an idea of like comparison. So I want to brand everything that I touch to look a certain way to show them that I mean business. I'm that professional guy, right? So you got the contact page. This is what my stuff looks like. My buttons are looking like. All right, I'm going to look at the fonts, and that's what I'm going to use to kind of inspire me to build this stuff up for people. So I
And
got
one of the things I like too, Mike, he already has it in. You can create a unique thing, but it has a client uploader folder. So if they want to send you a song, some pictures, or anything, it's all you can load it in here. You give them a code, and they can load it in that folder right there.
Yeah. So
Nice.
there are times when like somebody has passed away, but they have that that rare recording of that, and they want that played or something like that, or somebody can't make it to the event. I had a client there. Her parents couldn't show up to the wedding. They were stuck in Brazil, and so I said, "Well, shoot." And they spoke. Oh, geez, I think it was like I don't know what it was, Latino music or something like that. I got a friend that spoke Portuguese. He was able to translate it. So I had him translate a message that I emailed to them, the parents, to ask them for a recording so I could play it over the big screen. And I had them upload the video of them into here so that I could use that on my stuff. So sometimes emails don't work. The files are too large. So client upload folder is the way to go. The other thing, I like to be personalized with personal with my clients. So with this button, they can click here and schedule a meeting with me, just as simple as that. I also use this for my Superior CRMs thing, which I'll give you guys the access to that. So you can schedule a meeting with me, or just go to Superior CRMs with s.com. And then go there. You can schedule a meeting with me, and I can actually walk you through more than what I'd show you today. But this really is going to show you the night and day comparison of what the system can look like set up properly.
So night and day.
Yeah.
Close
So, you gotta look the part in every way that you do it, dressing, everything that you do. So,
Hmm.
website here, my emails,
Look at that
you'll,
phone, Mike. Look at the phone, Mike.
Oh,
yeah, no
smartphone.
rotary, no, none of that.
Smartphone.
Something that looks a little more familiar,
Is that Android?
Well, I don't know. Might be Android there. I don't know. It might be
Looks like a galaxy or something.
Actually, that's what I use, but hey, each to your own. They can edit their information in here too, update their addresses and all that sort of stuff in here as well. Um, Again, just what they can do here. The other cool thing is you can actually put your photo in here. I've been meaning to get around to putting that in myself for
Oh,
my
of the
demos.
particular staff can be in there.
Yeah, so they can see
Okay.
that. So and the other thing that I wanted to mention is this upload folder. I can actually address it to whoever's that DJ or that staff. So I actually had one that asked me, just my newest client there said, "Hey, can we have our DJ and photographer, videographer links in there so they can meet with both of those?" Yeah, absolutely. Just let me know which ones, and I'll put them in there. And this, as soon as they're assigned, it'll pull the information and put it in there for you. So it's all automated again, making everything super easy for you. So
Super.
let's go ahead and look at something else here. I'm going to take you through another client portal just because I like this guy's thing, and he's an okay guy. He's all right. So,
Oh, oh, oh,
yeah,
young chick.
my man here, Jeff. All right. So Jeff came to me. He's like, "Hey Keith, I love what you guys were doing. Let's do that for my business." And he showed me his website. I was like, "You know what? You did all right. So let's go ahead and make that look good for you." So this is Jeff's client pool. Now it's on my system, so I just copied it over for demo purposes. But in here we have recorded a video. I have a person doing a voiceover here. I just moved that.
Mhm.
But yeah, so this is a whole video. The client can expand, watch the whole video here. Let me get on with this. There we go.
And it
So yeah,
explains the
this
whole
video
system.
will go through the whole entire system, showing your clients how to navigate through the system so that you don't have to get into that first meeting with them and explain everything how to do this. And if they still have questions, then you can have a client upload or a message thing here. Jeff didn't actually want that in his, which is fine. So we sometimes have it in, sometimes don't. It all depends on the business or the client that we have. Now those ring things aren't in here just because I show so many different ones that I have to flip back and forth. But anyway, let's get into the forms now. I'm sure as all heck that you guys are curious about, well, if you can do all this with the client portal, what can you do with these forms? Well, there's quite a bit we can do with forms, buddy. Let me go ahead and show you. So pride friendliness is becoming a bigger and bigger thing as it should. And so what we have in here, let me just make sure I'm in the right account here. All right, there we go. Just erase this form since I already started filling it out. Make it fresh again. Do apologize for this. All right. So this was already filled out, so I'm just going to refresh this like I was never here. Perfect. All right. So one of the things that we can do here is have the names instead of it being always at the bottom of the page. You're like, oh, or top of the page, and then you get to the bottom thing, and you're like, what the hell are the names? And you do that. Oops, and you got to call out their name. Go to the front page, find that front page. Here we have it everywhere. So names, 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 names. And then we also have the date. So if you misplace a thing or if you're getting your notes all put together and you misplace one with the others, you know which one's for what pages.
I find myself doing that too, having to go back to the first page because it used to just be client, but now that it's on every line, I don't have to go back to the client page to get a phone number, get a name, remember the date. So it's all right there all the time. So that really helps out too.
Yeah, if you print these out, just throw away the first page or whatever page you can stick on the page that you're actually working on, which is a game changer in this. I often use my tablet actually, and I'll sign into their account on my tablet, and I'll literally, that sort of thing. So it's up to you how you want to run your business and stuff. Here we have, instead of father-daughter dance, we have, first dance, their parents' dance here. Stacy, her. So again, pronouns in there. We have who's she going to be dancing with, and then it'll populate with the person where they can put in their names, special songs and stuff like that. We always like to give them options here, because what if their parent had passed away? Maybe they're going to be dancing with their brother, sister, son, mother, whatever the case is.
Mm-hmm.
And then what is their relationship, right? So it's very smart forms. In fact, we call this intelligent planning forms here. Now let's go ahead and show you even what this system can really do. Like, this is going to blow your mind. So we'll say grand entrance. Is there a grand entrance? Who's going to be introduced? Stacy and Leroy only. And then it can populate how their pronouns are in here. All right.
Yeah.
So this is pretty cool.
He's thought of everything, man, especially now that, we're into the new kind of, because I had a client call me, or one of my planners send me a message. Hey, Jeff, you need to take that out of there. It needs to say either client, partner, or something like that. So now I can show this to anybody and not worry about them saying anything to me about what's in the system. He has every pronoun, everything covered. He, she, we, they, it, whatever. And, proper pronoun and names, Mr., Mrs., everything, all the way up to the parents that's been divorced. He's thought about covering that too, just in case they're bringing somebody else. I really think he thought about everything for this system.
Yeah, exactly. And like, how awesome would it be to have a form that converts to, when are you having the first dance? Are you having it after grand entrance? Well, then it would appear here.
Another good thing,
after
it
dinner.
converts. If you change something in the form, it automatically switches it to in the right spot within the timeline. So,
yeah, it's fluent. It moves with you.
Intelligent forms.
Yeah. And I was saying before, how many people are giving toast? Well, 3 people, 6 people, whatever the case may be. But get their name, get their email address, send them off an email, and just say, hey, here's some good tips on how to plan out your wedding, your event, or your speech for your so-and-so's wedding. And this will go out to anybody giving a speech at the person's wedding. And this gets attached to your email. Okay. So one of the things that we want to do is be pride friendly, but we also want to be, and maybe that's not important to you. And if it isn't, that's fine too. Right. Let me just close this down from that, but we've got it mobile friendly as well. All right. So emails are mobile friendly, contracts are mobile friendly. Everything is mobile friendly right down to the thing. And then again, branding, guys.
Yes,
branding. Gotta step up your branding. I've seen some pretty terrible branding out there. Step up your branding,
Well, you know something? People don't realize how important branding is. And I think one of the biggest things that we can look at Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan haven't played basketball in how long?
A long time, since 98, 90 something.
Yeah. And his branding is so unique that everybody around the world wears his shoes.
Yeah.
That's just not because of who he is. That's because of branding. That went along with who he is.
Yeah. His marketing campaign is sick. Hey, Keith, show him the credit card right quick, the payment part, unless you got something else you want to talk about.
That would be in your account. I don't have the credit card part thing.
Oh, you're not? There. I thought you were in here.
Oh, wait, actually,
no,
because I'm in I'm in my account under your thing, so it would be the, where am I going here?
You on the
So, because I'm in my account.
Okay, you don't have it.
Looks
okay.
like this.
Okay.
I could go into your account and just show that one particular thing.
Nah,
if
you don't
want
have to. But it looks like a credit card, like he was saying. It has a,
And it has your brand.
yes, it's all branded.
Hit me up in a message, and I'll get a screenshot for you guys there and show you kind of what it looks like at some point, or maybe even put it in your.
Do we have any questions? I won't ask you on all the programs and forums and intelligence. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes. If you guys have any questions, please, ask for Keith.
So how much time do you guys
question
got?
that I know people are going to want.
We're actually over, but we'll go a few more minutes.
Yeah.
The hour goes quick when it's good information.
Yeah. I have a question for you, and I know this is always one. What is the price point?
Yeah, so the price range can vary. So right now, you guys are American mostly. I bill everything in Canadian. So looking at it, my lowest package price right now is $1,200 Canadian. So $1,200. Sorry, $1,250 Canadian. So that is $880.18 conversion.
So that's $881.
Yeah,
in Americana.
$880 American there. My highest end package right now, normally go for this $5,500. Right now, I do have a discount for you guys. If you guys let me know when you guys sign up with me that you found me on here, I'm going to give you that at there. So you're going to get it for $5,500 or around $4,034.17.
I'm gonna put it at $4,035.
Yeah, and if guys want to do a consultation with you, walkthrough, what's the information?
So you want to go to Superior CRMs, just like it's spelt there, superiorcrms.com. Don't forget the S, superiorcrms.com. Go there, and at the bottom of my page, you'll find the form there that you can get into a call with me, and that will take you to Calendly where you can schedule a meeting with you. There's also a contact page and stuff like that you can talk to me as well in there.
Yeah, y'all can see it on the screen. Superior CRMs. Is it with an S on CRMs or is it CRM?
Yeah, I put that.
Yeah, that's exactly it. Yeah, perfect. That's it.
Yeah. So if you guys would like to get with Keith, and because he just kind of touched on some things, it does so much more, for time constraints, because we could be on here for hours looking at some of this stuff.
And these are some of the buttons, like I was telling you about, Mike. You can click one button and it's going to follow the client all the way to up to 3 years. It even sends out your thank you reminders, and there's so much more. He has postcards that'll send a personal postcard to your clients and all kinds
right to their doorstep.
Yeah.
It's nothing like that.
Yes, personal touch is a wonderful thing.
Yeah, you talk about
follow-up emails, booking helpers that'll help you navigate the system so much easier. They change based
and
off
another
the
thing
event.
I'm a shout out for too, Keith, that I love is the contract. Somebody say I'm ready to book. So I just hit one button that says send contract. And every day they get a message. Hey, your contract is due. Hey, you didn't pay your contract. Hey, your contract is about to expire on a 3 day. So it prompts a lot of people without you having to worry about their contract getting paid. And then when they see it's going to expire, okay, I'm going to lose my deal. They will go ahead and, pay it. And that's what your contract looks like. And all neat and wrote out real nice and pretty. And
yours will be branded to your business too.
Yeah, just digitally signed it at the
colors
bottom
and everything.
Yeah. And another good thing, Keith, that I can really appreciate with this, because maybe some people don't know, but most of the time when it comes to people making a decision, they need to see things, I would say anywhere from 3 to 7 times before they even make a decision.
Yeah.
7.
So
7 times.
yeah, so
Yeah, hit them
that
7 times or so.
yeah,
Yeah.
so that's you have to have those type of bases covered. And when we're just doing things ourselves, after that second time, a lot of us say, you know what, man, I ain't got time for this. I'm gone.
Also,
So I have a quick
emails
question.
don't always work, so you
Yeah.
need to use text
Oh
message
yeah, and
too.
that's the other
And it
part. He
has
has
text
it set up to
messages
send
too.
texts too. So every time an email
So
goes out, they get a text. I also have ones that say, "Hey, we're going to send you something," or just want to remind you if you're not check your spam. I mean, like I said, I think he's thought of everything. But I did have a quick question, right quick, Keith. What is the base package like that 880? What does that include?
So it's kind of the start point. So it's going to be not as much automation as this one. This one has over 250 emails. I would say closer, probably to 270 now emails.
Hmm.
With booking helpers going up to I think 60 or so booking helpers. Which booking helpers again are these things here that control your life, like these super helpful things like you're going to this is the staff that you wish you had on your business all the time, like these
Amen.
things.
Amen.
um,
Amen.
and they're going to help you. So it's not as much automation, the branding. Well, although I help you a little bit with the branding, it's not going to be as present as this. In fact, in this system here, what I'm showing you right now with the branding, the way it is here, the branding of the client portals, the how advanced those planning forms are, and I only showed you a very small fraction of what this system can do and what how powerful it is. Um, but the other system, less emails, less branding, less intelligent planning forms, but it's a good entry level for those that don't want to spend the big bucks, I guess. Although I highly recommend, as Chef would, put the money where it is, because you pay it one time and then it's done. It's set up properly for you. VIPs get 1 year unlimited support for updates and stuff. So as I'm working on new things, which I'm always working on new things, you're going to get those things rolled out to you. So throughout the year, you're going to get updates. So I want to give you kind of a warranty with that, so that you're not just putting all this money out and then, well, what about it? Reach out to me. I'm super easy to get a hold of. For the most part, I am one person, but I have just recently hired on a team. So I got 2 people in training. Thank
Yay.
you. I needed that. Oh my God. So there are 2 guys right now. I should say 2 people working with me right now to learn this stuff. So each
Hey, that's
one,
growth, man. That's the word, growth.
yeah, it's a expand from there for sure. But I'm the main contact. You will not meet the other 2 people. You most likely won't. I'm the contact person. You contact me, I'm going to take care of you. I know the system inside and out, so I'm going to be that guy that helps you out. And if I don't know the answers, I'm going to find out for you, and I'm going to look into it for you. So yeah.
All right.
Yeah, and
Any other questions? Any other questions?
I'll just say this, for those that are listening. One thing that I can say just from even seeing the demo myself is, Keith is very thorough. And when you're building something like this, being thorough is such an advantage, because, I was amazed when I saw all of the questions, all of the different situations that he's thought of. And when it comes to branding, and if you don't look right, people don't pay right. You
Leaving
know,
a lot of money on the table. And if you're hearing that air horn, that's actually my text messaging from sending myself emails through the system. So it's just going to keep on hitting you. So yeah, it's super cool that it sends you text messages throughout the system. Like your clients will
Yeah,
see
I
these
was
text
always
messages.
looking for a way to do text messages, and he sent it up. So now I can just sit down at the computer instead of picking up my phone. I can text them directly through the system and send them information, cut and paste the email, whatever I want to, and just send it directly to their phone. And it has an agreement thing too, so they agree to get the text messages. So it just really, really helps. That's direct communication through the system, not me picking up my phone.
Yeah. So, I mean, as I said, if you're wanting to elevate your business, if you're a single op, multi op, whatever the case may be,
Elevate.
reach out to me because there's so much stuff that we can work together to learn from each other. And I've used my years of experience to work with others, network with others, and because of my 100+ clients that I've worked with over the last 3 years, I've combined all those minds into building this. So this isn't just my mind at work. This is a collective of like-minded individuals, and some of those guys that I mentioned at the top that we all go to conferences and learning from, they've also helped me, give me pointers and said, you know what, you can use this for the next person because they're just kind of hard.
And the emails are worded so, I'm sure Alan, like you say, Alan Berg got to you, but some of the emails are so, they make me want to buy because they just get, they get to the point, but they smoothly give you what you need. Like we have a proposal email. I send it to clients all the time. Hey, hey, thanks for having that conversation with me. This is what we discussed. Here's our proposal laid out to you. Take a look at it, get back to me, and let me know if you want to take the next step forward with booking our services. So it like I say, he's thought of everything, man. I when I saw it, I was like, okay, I'm sold. I just had to come back and sell it to my business partner. And he saw it. We did a couple consultations, and he was like, okay, let's do it. Normally he's like, it's over $5, we can't buy it.
Yeah, it was a pretty easy sell.
But he saw it. He was impressed. Now, if I can get him to fully utilize it is the other statement. But I fully utilize it, so I'm always getting clients coming back. Hey, I almost forgot about y'all. I'm ready to book and plan.
It's great for those that like pushing buttons. I love pushing buttons. So.
Yeah, I love too pushing buttons instead of typing stuff out all the time too. But
your wife tells me that you like pushing buttons too, there, Jeff.
Yeah. The ones that get money out of her hand. Yeah.
Don't say that too loud.
I know she over there somewhere. She over there working. She pushing buttons tonight.
She heard you.
No, I don't think I pray she can't hear me.
Yeah, she heard you. You just don't know she heard.
She probably listening through some type of device.
Yeah, she got you bugged over there.
Yep. Hey, but Keith, we want to thank you for coming on, man. And like I say, anybody that want to reach out to him, hit him up. Instant Messenger, Facebook, whatever you want, just hit up Keith and he'll be glad to help you out and take your CRM to the next level. Superior, you should have named it next level CRM, next level business management. That's what I'd call it if I started one.
I was thinking about that, but I didn't want to bleed the two businesses together.
Yeah, I understand, but Superior is good too because there's only one that I would say is close, but it's missing music, so they'll never catch you. Honeybook is great, but you caught Honeybook with everything that you did.
Yeah, great job, man. Great job.
And thank you guys. Thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned to these guys. You're gonna learn a lot. Thank you so much for your opportunity. Reach out to me. I'm glad to take you for a free tour.
And if you have any questions, you should be able to reach Keith. If you can't, reach out to me, and I'll gladly let you look at my system and walk you through what I have, or I'll make you a client, and you can see all the emails that you'll get that'll go to your clients too. I've done it for quite a few DJs. I've done it for Mike. I've done it for Mario. I've done it for Gabe, a couple other DJs, so they actually see what everything's gonna look like when they get it. So,
all right.
I'm an open book. All right,
appreciate
Mike,
that.
hit the theme song, man. Take us out of here. Let me go back to work. Let me go back to my photo booth.
Yes. See y'all next week.
Thanks, Steve. All right, later, man.
You guys.